Hello and welcome to the second last week of Upstart Football Weekly. I'm Shane Palmer and back again we got Jake.
Thanks guys, I was sorely missed last week I hear, but it's good to be back.
Alright, we'll get straight into it. First up we've got Arsenal versus Norwich at the Emirates. Arsenal playing pretty well this year, you know they've had good second half.
Good form.
They're going to really look to show up third spot and hopefully, you know, automatic qualification for the Champions League. Norwich, on the other hand, you know, they'll finish mid-table, but they got thumped by Liverpool last week.
Definitely did, definitely.
Which hurts a bit. This one, I reckon 3-0 to Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe 3-1. Norwich usually pinches one back.
No, like,
so I'll give it a go. Next up, Newcastle host Manchester City, Shane. What did you think of Monday or Tuesday morning's game?
Mate. Look, City played well. United's... Well, I don't want to get too far into them. It's just depressing.
I don't think it's depressing. I think it's great. And this will be the tough one for Man City. If they can hold on, if they get a win here, 1-0 will do anything, and they should be home and hosed.
Yeah, their goal difference is pretty special. It's +8 at the moment. They beat Newcastle. You'd assume they'll beat QPR the last week of the round. Last week of the season. And look, the title's in their hands at the moment.
They can only lose it from here.
They can indeed. Massive result last week. Against Newcastle. Well, I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to suggest 2-2 draw. Jake?
2-2. I can't see Newcastle scoring twice against City. I'd say maybe 2-1 at best, but I'll probably go 2-0 to City.
They're still pushing for Europe against Tottenham and Chelsea. So
Pushing.
Well, we'll see.
Let's go on, mate. Next game.
Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Tottenham, you know, there's just fourth.
Disappointing month.
Disappointing month, definitely. And even further compound it, Harry Redknapp didn't get the England job. Everyone expected him to. Spurs seemed to hit a rubbish patch of form because he had, and now it's Roy Hodgson. Got announced on the 2nd of April. So, you know, it's kind of stuffed up their season, but we'll see what happens. I reckon Tottenham, they'll go to Villa Park. They'll win 2-1.
2-1? Yeah, sounds about right. They should win. Yeah. Should, but on form, maybe it'll be close. Well, but 2-1 sounds right.
They finally got back to winning ways last week when they beat Blackburn 2-0. So, you know, maybe, just maybe, they can sort it out, finish in the top 4.
Hopefully.
Next up is Bolton versus West Brom. West Brom's manager Roy Hodgson got named during the week, as we said before, as the England manager to take the team to Euro 2012. So,
who's going to win, mate?
West Brom. Yeah, they'll see off the manager with a win. Bolton, they're going down. 2-1.
Yeah, I agree. 2-1 Bolton. Not up to scratch just yet. Fulham versus Sunderland next. There's a bit of a mech game with 2 games to go, you know, mid-table clash. I expect this one to be a draw, really.
Yeah, maybe just play some reserves, get them some experience.
Yep.
2-2.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Next we got QPR versus Stoke. QPR were thumped by Chelsea last week. Torres got a hat-trick. More on that later. But and Stoke, you know, they're not really pushing. They're not really going to go down. They're sort of just treading water.
They're just there.
They're
just there.
They just kick people in the throat. That's what they do. Look, I'm going to say QPR they'll snatch a win 1-0 somehow.
Yeah, I agree. QPR, they'll get home. And next up we have another instalment of Goal of the Week. This time, a special one from Luis Suarez.
Oh, mate, cracker. The ball is not high in the air. And, oh, no, he's lost it. Oh, Suarez has picked it up. He stops. He has a good look. Oh, no, you wouldn't believe it. He's chipped the keeper. This is just audacious. And that's his hat-trick. Oh, let's have another look now. And look at this. Just a gorgeous little chip up high, and it just drops in over the keeper into the back of the net. Great goal from Suarez there. Next, we've got Wolverhampton versus Everton. Wolves are sadly going down. They got done the other week by
It's
City.
not sad, it's probably just at the moment. They're a long way off
the standard.
But a very good game, one of the matches of the season nearly.
Oh, mate.
Last week against Swansea, 3-0 down in 15 minutes. Pull off a 4-all draw. You'd be pretty happy with that if they were still in contention.
You take that indeed. Matt Jarvis got 2.
Matty J, yeah, he's probably going to go off to another team. We're going to lose a lot, I think.
Yeah, there could be a bit of an exodus for...
Yeah, and but this game, I'd like to say Wolves after a spirited fight last week, but with Jelavic and Delaney playing pretty well, I can't see them stopping them really with their pretty poor defence.
Yeah, well, Everton got a draw midweek, and I think the main damage they've done is stuffing up Man United's season with that 4-4 draw.
I think Man United did that themselves, but well,
yeah, I think Wolves felt probably a draw, 1-1.
that sounds good to me. But I think Everton will get over the line 2-1.
Next up, we've got Man United hosting Swansea. As we've said before, United, they didn't play quite up to scratch at Man City last week. Rooney looked very isolated on his own.
It was an odd strategy. Didn't pay off at all.
Relied a bit too much on Scholes and Giggs in the middle.
Too defensive, I think.
Yeah, too defensive to start off with. When Danny Welbeck came on, they looked a lot more energetic, a lot more dangerous in front of goal, although this was the first match in 3 years that they've played out having not had a single shot on goal, which is just not good enough for United. They need to win. They need to win big and hope Newcastle makes
They do have a chance to
points.
win big. Swansea conceded 4 against Wolverhampton.
Wolves.
So what United could do at Old Trafford is a bit daunting for Swansea, so they have a chance.
I reckon 4-0 here. They're just going to absolutely run.
4-0. Probably with the attacking style, you think Swansea would get one past at least, mate, so maybe 3-1 I'll go.
Yeah, I don't know. Johnny Evans will probably have a major gap at the back if he comes back to play. Next, we've got Blackburn and Wigan. Wigan, mate.
You say Everton stuffed up your season? Oh, come on.
Wigan have just enjoyed this purple patch of the season. No one knows where it's really come from, but they've had some amazing results. They beat United, they beat Arsenal, and
Just
last
a
week
completely different team.
they thumped Newcastle 4-0. I have no idea where this is coming from. But,
Meant to do that. Could have told me they were going to do it.
would have put some money on it a few weeks ago. But
Gambling's wrong.
yeah, Blackburn, their season, I reckon it's done. They're going to go down with Wolves and probably Bolton after they got beaten by the Spurs last weekend. Here, when they host Wigan, 1-1.
Yeah, well, Blackburn still a chance to stay up, but they have to win this one. They need to get back to the form they were in probably 6 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't see it happening with the way Wigan's playing. I'd see Wigan get another win,
Yeah. Okay.
2-1.
Yeah. And then our last match of the week, next Tuesday, sees Liverpool host Chelsea. Now, the two face on Saturday night, early Sunday morning in the FA Cup final at Wembley. And so this is essentially a replay within the league, though. That's been delayed from the Cup final. What do you reckon, Jake? I reckon...
Well, it's going to be interesting with Torres. I mean,
Wow.
are they still going to be chanting, what a waste of money? I can't see it.
It could be a huge return to Anfield.
Definitely.
Chelsea do have the European Cup final in the back of their minds, you know, so we could see them resting players, but they're still pushing for top 4, so it's a tough little test for Di Matteo, you know.
I think it's going to test their depth.
They'll want to win the FA Cup on the weekend. They need trophies at a club like Chelsea, but we could see Torres getting rested on the FA Cup. They might start Drogba, you never know, and then playing him against his old club, and it'd be just like Torres at the moment to bag a hat-trick at the Cop End at Anfield.
I don't think they'll rest him. I don't think they
reckon
can.
he'll play?
The form he's in, how can you?
It's
Put
irresistible.
him on, get an early lead, take him off.
He scored his first hat-trick in the Chelsea jersey against
I
QPR
think he's
last week.
finally passed how many goals he scored at Liverpool last January for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Finally.
Well, he's doing better than Andy Carroll, we can definitely say.
Yeah.
Just.
I like Andy Carroll, so be nice.
I think this one, I reckon Chelsea, they're going to win 2-1 with Torres to snatch a very, very late winner in front of his old.
I'd say they're going to win a bit bigger.
Yeah?
I think they are overconfident at the moment. Only a good thing for them. And I think it'll be 3-1.
Okay.
3-1 sounds right to me.
All right, we'll have a quick look at the table before we head off. Manchester City sit top of the table, just above United, only on their superior goal difference. Arsenal are third, while Tottenham, Newcastle and Chelsea are all battling out for the 4th position. And at the bottom, Wigan, QPR and Bolton are all battling to avoid relegation, while sadly Blackburn and Wolverhampton look more than condemned to going to the Championship. That's about all we've got time for. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Jake.
Thanks, guys.
Till next time, thank you.